What is going on? Happy fucking Friday to everybody. The secret sauce for today is your passion is waiting for your courage to catch up. Here we go. On the docket today, crypto exchanges exposed. Are they manipulating data? It has been revealed. Shiba Inu's sudden price plunge. Is it time to panic? Elon Musk's Dogecoin case has been dismissed by the judge, and Bloomberg's big move now includes election odds on platform. The altcoin showdown, Dogecoin, Solana, and Aave. What is the real story behind Durov's detention and Blinks.gg? What a meteoric rise. We are here for it. And Vitalik Buterin's massive Ethereum transfer. It's just more of the same. Nothing to panic for. Chaos to clarity, noise to narrative. It is Friday, it is August 30th, and it is the end of the month almost. Holy moly. What do I know? I know that it is time for some rare bits. Today, the crypto gradient fear index is coming in at a 34. We are up 5 degrees from yesterday. Bitcoin dominance is actually up a bit while the Ethereum dominance has slid. Total crypto market cap is coming in at about $2.139 trillion, a touchdown, but basically flat. Top crypto search term is dogs, ticker sign DOGS. We will touch on that in a minute. It is actually flat on the 7-day, but it has had a meteoric rise this past week. We have 67 days until the election, and let us jump into some numbers and see what is happening in our world. We have a red heat map. We will take it though. Bitcoin is currently trading at $58,993, Ethereum at $2,515, BNB 533, and Salami's at 136. XRP trading at 56 cents, Dogecoin at 10 cents, Tron 15 cents, and Toncoin at $5.30. What are we looking at? On the day, everything is down just about a 0.5% except Dogecoin. We are going to keep moving forward. In my world, some of the things that I like, you know what, we're going to be honest with it. Let's look at the biggest losers on the day. Mogcoin. It is down 9% on the day, 31% on the weekend, 57% on the month, though it is up 1,733% on the year. So it appears that if you were super early on this, you love it. Please leave comments. Let me know where you stand on this. Is it time to get in? Are you doing technical analysis on this, seeing when the time to snipe is? Moon of the Bull is also down 5% on the day. It is down 26% on the week and 50% on the month. Again, these two coins, I absolutely love them. So it's interesting to see them down. Say another system that is about to blow minds. It is down 3.9% on the day, down 10% on the week and month, but it is cranking up about 122% on the year. And this is year one for them. So congratulations to Say ecosystem. Let's see what they do coming up. DEX volumes, we are looking at about $4.43 billion in the last 24 hours. That is a weekly change of a positive 18%. We will take it. Top 20 coin searches in the last 7 days. I'm going to give you the top 3. It's Dogs, Taboo Token, and ZK Sync. Of these tokens, Dogs is trading flat, as I said. Taboo Token is up 31%, and ZK Sync is actually trading down 19% on the 7-day. Top most visited coins across all ecosystems in the last 24 hours is Dogs again. And if you remember yesterday, we talked about this in the podcast. When Pavel was arrested, there is a picture floating around with Pavel and his brother. They are both wearing the Dogs t-shirt. It made this coin go absolutely parabolic. It is currently at about a $655 million market cap. Do we see this retrace and go back down? This story remains out, though we know that Pavel is on house arrest, aka country arrest. He cannot leave France, but he is free to do what he wants because he posted about a £5 million bail. Price action on the top meme coins by market capitalization. Everything is down about 5%, including Doge, Brett, Bonk, Dogs, Whiff, Pepe, and Shiba Inu. Now, Dogs, it is a new contender in this top meme coins by market capitalization. All of this notoriety is off of Pavel's arrest. Do we see this quiet down? I want everybody to keep in mind when we look at this market, these are the absolute slowest times of the summer. Do not panic. We have a few more weeks before things start moving. We are looking at the news on Polymarket. Will Apple invest in OpenAI in 2024? There is a 69% chance that will ring true. It seems like there is news that I missed. X banned in Brazil by Friday. I believe they have already been banned as of today. So I think that's happening. Favorite to win on Polymarket next Friday. Will California pass SB 1047? And will Barron Trump attend NYU? I don't know if Barron Trump can get in NYU. Okay, looking at a couple flybys. I have the month pulled up. You know what? I'm just going to refresh everything. So I'm going to start with Bitcoin, and we are going to look at volatility for the month. As you can see, we've had tremendous volatility. Our last candle for the month is green. We are looking at Ethereum's volatility over the month. Holy shit. Our last candle at the moment for Ethereum is green. Even though everything's in the red, I think things are turning around. Again, Solana, just a crazy 30 days. We have a green candle moving forward. This is what we want to see. Now, top meme coins. This is another metric that I've stumbled across, and they are talking about the Sun token. It has waned in popularity a bit since it's come out, but they are still thinking it is a top winner. Why is it a top winner? Because it has just been cranking out some action. So it is. This is their number one coin today on blockchaincenter.net. I recommend you utilizing this platform for some analytics. It's interesting, and they have a kind of a different perspective on ways to look at things. The Sun token, ticker sign SUN, is currently ranked 175 in market cap. Now, let's get into some of the things that we always get into. The biggest meme coin movers of the last 24 hours were Sun. Now, we're looking at a red market, something that is up 13.79% in the last 24 hours is pretty good. We've got H2O Dow, Beam, Wrapped, XM, and Constitution, aka ticker sign People. The biggest losers, Floki, Mogcoin, Fellas, Binary X, and Caitlin. And normally this is where I pull up my call for the day. My call for the day is sit on your hands. Do not fire the gun today. Period. We are looking at the probability of who will be in the White House. It looks like Trump is currently betting at 50%, Kamala at 49%. We saw a 1% price reduction in Bitcoin. This morning, it was trading at $59,510. Now let's get into some news. We have Vet Lund. It is a senior a senior analyst with K33 Research. He warns that prominent crypto exchanges like Binance, Bybit, OKX have manipulated their data and their liquidation reporting since about mid-2021. This is leading to just a bunch of FUD. It has led to significant underreporting of what is actually happening. If you can't trust what's being reported, how are you supposed to make conscious decisions moving forward? And granted, all of this information is on the blockchain, but if you are using a service to aggregate this information, the assumption is that it's current real-time data. So hearing Vetley, I believe it's Vetley Lund, pronounce, to hear him say this stuff is really interesting. So what do I know about this? In my analytics, when I look at, let's just say, crypto market cap across 4 or 5 ecosystems, the number varies quite a bit depending on which analytical firm you are pulling the data from. And we're talking about the exact same time of day. There should not be a variant like that in this reporting. So I am with Vittel that this stuff needs to be sorted out. He is looking for these companies to come out and prove past transparency, which is going to be interesting. So he's raising us to think about it. So I think it's interesting. We're going to keep moving forward with some absolute shit shows. And you know what we missed? Beer horn. Shiba Inu. We're having a beer horn for my buddy Wayne, who loves this coin and probably will hold it till it goes to zero. Shiba Inu saw a 15.9% price drop in August, despite a 1,115% increase in large holder net flow. So the surge in activity suggests that major Shiba Inu holders might be reducing their stakes, likely to take profit from early convictions. Although Shiba briefly recovered, it faces strong resistance. There's fucking too many zeros to get into it. Follow my Substack for the actual numbers. What am I looking at? I checked in with Chain Monkey, and Chain Monkey Flow hints that the accumulation by some of these large holders could bump stuff up. We haven't seen the result of it, but there's speculation that there is some things coming down the pike that will drive this price up because it fucking couldn't get any lower. Holy shit. We have Yatsu, the co-founder and chairman of Animoca Brands, probably my favorite Web3 ecosystem, bar none. He believes that the future of the internet moving toward decentralization, it will be driven by Web3 and digital property rights. We have kind of ebbed into this area where the NFTs have lost their narrative. And I believe that they are an important aspect of our society imprint, especially our digital imprint moving forward. When people begin to work remotely exclusively, that digital imprint will be very important. So I think it will be revisited in a way that is unexpected by many. I think Yatsu sees some of the light at the tunnel that I'm talking about. He thinks that it is going to revolutionize digital property rights, allowing for true ownership of digital assets in the future. However, he acknowledges that this shift faces challenges, particularly in educating people about the value of their digital presence. The value of the digital presence is really interesting because I am older than a lot of people in this space. And if I represent completely digital, there are things that open up to me. When people figure out how old I am, those openings close drastically. So if I decided to go a completely pseudonymous profile with no physicality, only a digital footprint, I think life would have been very different. So these are some of the things that we talk about when we are talking about value in a digital persona. I'm somebody that's older. Think about somebody who is challenged physically in some way. Think about somebody that is anemic or somebody that is overweight by an enormous amount. All of these things that might prevent them from getting a job in the physical world, they are perfectly capable of doing things in the digital world. With a few representation, quality is synonymous. It's everywhere. And that's a game changer. So the value add of this stuff will come back, and I think we will begin to see it. Yatsu remains optimistic about the transformative potential, of the decentralization in various sectors. So this is super interesting. We had a Manhattan judge dismiss the lawsuit accusing Elon Musk and Tesla of manipulating Dogecoin's price through social media and public statements. So two things that are interesting about this. One, a Manhattan judge. New York is really tough on crypto. And having this judge overturn this, in my view, is absolutely brilliant. This is exactly what we need. What I do think is many people have been hoping for Dogecoin to have this revival. My view is that future forward, Elon will be extremely careful because of his reach about mentioning any sort of crypto until he decides to incorporate said crypto in the X platform as a payment rail. I think, it could be Bitcoin. It could be Litecoin, right? Who knows what it could be? But whatever coin it is that gets adopted into the X ecosystem as a payment rail will go parabolic. Do I think it will be Dogecoin? I don't know. It might be. He has a love for this coin. So these are all speculative things. I wonder if we will see these bets start coming up on Polymarket. The judge, Alvin Hellerston, ruled that Elon's statements were aspirational and puffy, not factual. I don't know how anybody is implying that this picture of Elon is factual. So we are just going to leave it at that. New York, you are finally getting your head out of your ass as far as crypto goes. We have Bloomberg. They are set to integrate election odds data from Polymarket into their ecosystem. I believe it has already gone live. Seeing this prediction market go into the Bloomberg platform is really interesting. This predictive market is gaining. It's more fun to bet on than sports. I mean, which is predictive markets as well, but this is, you can bet on fucking anything. So I am a fan of this. I think there is a long-term tail for this to follow. Despite facing legal challenges, Polymarket has seen significant trading volumes, particularly as interest in the U.S. presidential election intensifies. Now we are going to check in with one of the quants that I love, Altcoin Sherpa. Excuse me on that. So Altcoin Sherpa, he has put out a warning that Dogecoin could drop over 10%. It's already lost more than 20% this month. He identifies key levels, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. Just fucking, again, I just brought it up from a social scenario. Now we're backing it up with some interesting technical data. So now we're going to talk about what the Sherpa thinks about Solana. There are a couple barriers. Basically, he's saying on the downside, we're looking at 120. So it seems like we are headed in that way. Next up is Aave. Again, something that is looking like it is headed in a downward trajectory. That is all we can say. Altcoin Sherpa, he always has some really interesting takes. When I'm feeling bullish, I like to read his pessimistic stuff sometimes. And when I'm feeling pessimistic, I like to read Ali Chart's stuff because it's uplifting a bit. So we are looking at the hash price as it hits a low. And if we're looking at the hash price hit this bottom, many people are thinking that this is when the buying opportunity is peaked. Like we're seeing a reversal. We're seeing the final gut punch before we take an inhale and start kicking ass again. So Bitcoin's price nearing its bottom. How far down does it go? It's going to be tough to see. There are people that are saying that, yeah, like it doesn't matter because we've, you know, it's like all this stuff changes so quickly. So looking at the price right now, 59,108, and let's just kick up the chart. Yeah, man, 7 day. Yeah. So it's again, I don't think until September 24th do we see movement that is worth investing in. So all the quants, everybody's got viewpoints on everything. Ethereum, man, it's not looking great as well, right? It's just this trend is not what we want to see. And what's also interesting, if you remember, it wasn't 2 weeks ago when the market was up and we just got news from the Powell Symposium that rates are going to reflect a risk-on venture for people, and the market started to climb, and we have lost that momentum due to geopolitical computations and shit that's going on around the world, uncertainty. So it changes so quickly, which makes a lot of this technical analysis really difficult to gauge. And I don't know, it would be really interesting to look at the technical maps versus the social maps of what's happening with our financial system, what's happening with wars in the world geographically, and lay those on top of each other and see where the correlations are. I think it would be very evident to see that the technical analysis and price analysis cannot, you know, like these are not waves that we repeat. These wars are, while they may be very old, these tensions are brand new, and brand new tensions in this day and age bring a different kind of death toll, right? Drones that can explode. I don't even, unmanned vehicles that are killing people. Yeah, it's a different ballgame as we utilize technology. So it's really difficult for me to understand how people effectively chart this stuff. So it's equally as important to follow the social commentary and what's going on in the news, which is why I kind of do what I do, because I think it is all part of the same salad that we're trying to eat. So let's have it make sense for everybody. Okay, what are we looking at next? Solana's price chart is currently, you know what is Salami's priced at right now? Let's go back. Salamis are looking at 136. So Solana's price currently this morning, it was trading at 139. Predictions for 2024 suggests a potential high of $500. I would love that. though it could drop to $90. I would equally love that. If market conditions worsen by, I don't know, there's Giga Chads that I followed that are calling for salamis to 1672 by 2030. I love the long-term narrative behind Solana. It's not going anywhere. It's magical. It's magical. Solana is magical. So it's just part of this DeFi sector. It's never going away. I think Raoul Pal, another individual, I listen to his podcast quite a bit. He thinks we're looking at a 20x rally for Solana. So there's a bunch of smart Giga Chads that think Solana is about to make waves, and I like that kind of noise. Now, we're going to touch on Pavel. He was recently arrested in France for allegedly facilitating illicit activities on the platform, including human trafficking, money laundering. There's some child shit thrown in there, but it's just like, I don't know. It's a smear campaign. Years earlier, French President Emmanuel Macron met with Durov, attempting to persuade him to move Telegram operations to Paris. If Pavel agreed to move Telegram's headquarters to Paris, Macron was going to grant him French citizenship. Anytime, this is like, Pavel's a big dude, right? You've got world leaders sitting you down saying, hey, we would love to have you over here. You can be the mayor of any city you want. So that's kind of what happens. I think it's awesome. There is a recent report that suggests that this invitation dinner that Pavel accepted may have been a political move, or possibly just to corner Pavel into rethinking his decision not to move Telegram to France. So all this shit is getting really interesting. It's a sticky situation. We are by no means done with it, and I have popcorn cooking and ready for it. Next up, we have Blinks.gg. This is a Solana developer platform. It has gained immense traction. There is a new token listed on Pump.fun. It is aimed at making projects more community-driven. The co-founder of Mir's platform is designed specifically to visualize programming. It saw a huge boost in visibility after a viral video and a live stream showcasing its capabilities. The token price surged over 100%, which is not unusual in this space, but we will take it. And happy Friday, everybody. The project's future remains uncertain because it will continue to evolve, just like all of our attention spans continue to evolve. There's some interesting, like, it's just interesting, all this stuff that is happening. It makes me smile to see people constantly innovate. Next up, we are going to look at Sir Vitalik Buterin. He recently transferred 800 Ethereum worth about $2 million to a multi-sig wallet. Every time he does this, people absolutely crap their pants. I have no idea why. It's a story because he's a Giga Chad and everything he does is a story. Listen, if you guys are still craving crypto clarity, please subscribe to my Substack. What I am going to do is I'm probably going to do a space on X after this, just to shoot the shit with some people, see if anybody have comments on these stories. And starting tomorrow, I'm going to do a live space on X before I record the video, just to see if anybody has comments on breaking stories, and I will try and incorporate that into the video. Anyway, I hope you guys are staying out of trouble. Enjoy your Friday. Stay out of trouble, and morning rare bits may cause hodling.